And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What Lemme's Just Say podcast. I am your host, Ray. With me, we have Xavier.
Hello.
Now, Xavier, he be living life. He be busy. He be outside. So whenever he gets the time to come in with us, I'm always happy. It's a pleasure to have you here, Xavier.
Thank you.
Right. So, how you been, man?
I've been okay, just trying to live life, trying to do more things besides shopping and just being out here, just wasting time. I'm seeing, just doing little trips and seeing things and doing things, and I'm just trying to live a little happier life and go to more conventions. And this weekend I just went to the Renaissance Fair for the first time. I've been wanting
How
to
was
go since
that?
I was in high school. It was very good, very good, very good. Some of the costumes that I want, I didn't know that they sold such expensive things there. I was very shocked at some of the pricing. So uh, I know now, and I'll be better prepared next time because some of the stuff that I wanted, I would easily be spending $2,000.
Ooh.
Some of the little costumes they had this one top. I'm gonna say it's a top. I can't think of exactly what it is right now, but it was like $1,300, and then he had another one that was $1,500. But the material is like a jacquard material. Oh my god, it was gorgeous. Very gorgeous.
Okay, yeah, that's damn 1,300. That's it.
But of course they had more. They had affordable stuff there too. But the stuff that, of course, that I like the most would be the most expensive. And they
Hey
had
man,
some, furs and shit in there. Which is
hey man, you always been a man of style, so
thank
I've always said that you always been a man of style. So.
Merci.
Okay, without further ado, let's get started. And the first thing I want to talk about is actually Keith Lee being in DC. So that's exactly why I want to get started. So I didn't even know he was here. So and then when I seen that he was here and he put out this TikTok that I'm about to play the video, I don't want to. I have mixed feelings, but I want to play the video first, and then I want to Xavier.
And my family are still in DMV, and there's a few things I want to talk about. It's about 3 spots from Washington, but we went to about 12, and we made a decision as a family and as a team, and also a personal decision to not post most of them. So out of those 12, I probably only got 1 or 2 more that I'm gonna post. And the reason for that, a lot of those videos, in my opinion, aren't constructive at all. Here to start, I'm gonna show a few clips of the places we go to, and again, I don't think they're constructive. So for privacy at a restaurant that we went to, I'm not gonna say what restaurant it is. I'm gonna just show you a little bit of our personal experience. This is the whitening with the sweet potatoes and mac and cheese. Fortunately, I won't be trying any of it. As always, I ain't trying to be rude. I'm just be honest. The smell of this, insane. This perforated the whole car immediately. So much so that my family was making me and asked if they fried it in the same grease that they did the shellfish. And come to find out, they do. It smells like shellfish. It smells like frozen fish. It smells like fish. It smells almost unedible, in my opinion. I don't want no smoke. The entire customer service experience, in my opinion and in my family's opinion, was completely unprofessional. It said on the IG that they opened at 1 o'clock. The truck didn't open up until 2:15. It took about 45 minutes. When they went back to go eat the food, they saw her preparing it. No gloves, no washing hands, grabbing money, grabbing strawberries, grabbing Fruity Pebbles, and putting it on top of our food.
Chicken tastes weird.
The reason there's no food in my hand is because a lot of the restaurants we've been recommended since we've been here look like this. And I'm not the target audience just based on the pictures.
With her hand! She requires her hand in the cereal box. Her hand!
And I did have a question. Do you guys have running water?
I ain't got no point to lie. we just out here eating food, praying, staying with our families.
You say something, Xavier?
No.
Oh, I thought you said something.
Mind our business. We also went to a lot of places that were recommended. That's one thing that I really want to make clear in this video, is that we went to places that were recommended and we did a lot of research. We've been here for a week, and every day since we've been here, we've been in a sprinter for at least 10 hours a day, just going around trying food, driving an hour to each spot. And since we've been here, we've been blessed to sow $1,000 to various restaurants around the DMV. So I don't appreciate it, and I don't think it's fair that we get criticized for not doing research or not going to a lot of restaurants in DC or the DMV area. I've noticed how the media has been pushing since we've been here. A lot of media outlets picked up on the fact that I said restaurants out here, in my opinion, tend to lean towards promoting alcohol more than they promote food. That's been headlines more than us being in an actual city and being blessed enough to touch the people that we touch. Granted, a lot of people that was extremely nice. We even went to a comedy show randomly, but that's another reason why I'm keeping most of those videos, to protect the restaurant owners, because it's not going to be constructive and it's just going to be them getting tore down. And I don't want that. Past those 12 videos, I still got about 6 or 7, and I'm going to be releasing those throughout the next couple of days. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
All right. Xavier, thoughts?
Shut the fuck up, Keith. I don't like. I'm so tired of Keith. I am so tired of people holding his fucking opinion to the gods. I am so tired of people acting like what he says is set in stone. I am so tired of people acting like he is such a food critic when he has very immature palate and he does not really. So let me start off with, he's supposed to be in DC trying shit. Why the fuck are you doing the DMV? You said you're here in DC. I don't want to hear about you going an hour here, an hour there. Where the fuck are you going that it's taking you a fucking hour? Okay? You're supposed to be in DC trying shit. There are so many damn food spots in DC that he could have tried, and then you talking about you did research? What research? Because on my research, you don't really eat anywhere of ethnic culture besides black folk food. You don't go anywhere that's Indian. You don't do El Salvadorian, Mexican, Peruvian. You don't even do Ethiopian. I never heard you go to, maybe Nigerian, Kenyan restaurants. None of that. Keith's palate is a bit limited from what I've witnessed on TikTok. Also, how he chooses to eat his food in the car, which can, kind of change the way food is ate and the way how it's plated and stuff starts touching. And it can be just a little different being in the car. His reviews do not speak to me at all. And quite frankly, being in DC, he could have had Italian, Indian, El Salvadorian, like I said before. And he always mostly does wings and mac and cheese or takeout Chinese. I am very tired of him. I don't think his reviews are worth holding a candle to. I don't know why people hold his opinion so strongly. If you know DC has great food spots, who the fuck cares what Keith has to say? People are acting like Keith is out here, being Gordon Ramsay or something. And they're saying, oh, he changed his lives. He don't change lives that much. He gives a little bit of money, okay, sure. But he's not doing anything special. And then I'm tired of hearing about his family. My family did this. Oh, with my family. Oh, they had this with my family. Be quiet. I don't give a fuck about your family. Get the fucking review already. Okay? I'll just keep ranting, but that's really all I have to say about his ass.
Okay, I will say this. One thing I did notice that he is allergic to shellfish. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So most of DC is known for having good seafood, especially like our Maryland blue crabs. So I would be seeing them down the wharf. Let's just say that. So and a lot of our seafood spots are really good too. So too, and um, I do agree. There's a lot of spots that outside of ethnic spots, urban spots, there is some good spots. There's some good Italian spots. There's some good Mexican spots. There's a chicken and waffle spot down in downtown DC where they had the Otakon at that I tried. It was real. They have real good chicken and waffle spot. So I thought that was real good. I tried that before. Um, but there's a Jamaican spot outside of like New Carrollton, like right before you go into the station.
That's not DC.
I know, but he did. But they said DMV. I think they just the people that was recommending him because he was being recommended this. They was going out in DC. I heard he went to Baltimore too, and that's not even in the metro area. So, and he went to like some spot in Alexandria, Virginia. So, yeah. So he didn't really. I don't know if he really hit DC, but he
Well,
hit.
that's his fault. Like, you keep trying to go to these backwoods, mom and pop, lowbrow restaurants, which is fine at a certain point. But I swear he keeps trying to go to these restaurants that have no credibility, that are always like greasy and have bad stuff when he's been going to these cities. I don't know if anybody has noticed that. Like, every time he goes to these cities, he keeps going to these lowbrow places. He don't go anywhere that has a known thing, like, oh yeah, they're known for being popping, or they're known for having these bomb ass wings that they specialize in, or their sandwiches are very good, blah blah blah. He's been going to a lot of, hole in the walls that are literally hole in the walls in a bad way.
Yep.
And I don't think people have really noticed that, because ever since he's been doing these little tours, he has not gone anywhere special at all.
Yeah. For
Like, he
one,
could have went to Legacy.
that's what the fucking place is called. Legacy. Legacy is
Now,
good.
that's a specialty place that's black owned, and they're known for those damn fries with the crab stuff on top. Now, they have changed after the pandemic. I haven't been since 2020 because I was disappointed. And the service was starting to get bad because they had these young knuckleheads at the register. But they're good.
I've eaten at Legacy. Legacy, yeah. I think they got the fries with the crabs on top of them. I've had that. That shit is good.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is very good.
Now, that's a black place I support.
Yeah, and I think they had some steak and cheese. I think they had the steak and cheese on that. Ate there too.
Oh, really?
The joint was fire. It was like,
and they're known for their Hennessy wings.
Hennessy wings. I've had those. Matter of fact, didn't me and Phil go one time?
Yeah.
Okay, that was probably one of the few times I went, and I was like, "Oh, they got Hennessy wings." I was like, "Oh, I
hope he was on your podcast."
Yeah,
and I think Fada was there too.
Yeah, I think he was there too. So yeah, I remember going there. I was like, because I was thinking there was a spot I went to. It was like, that I fucking love the food, and then I couldn't remember. Thank you. It was Legacy. Yeah, Legacy is dope. But I do want to say this. The way that some of these people present the food, because that's the one thing I do agree with Keith Lee. The way we present the food is trash. I'm not expecting like Master Chef stuff, but we kind of like give a lot of portions a lot, and sometimes it comes out really sloppy looking. So,
but that's the type of food that it is. And it's like, I'm not, I don't defend nonsense, but honestly, like, when you go to those kind of restaurants and you order that type of food, it's never presentable. So it's almost like you just expect to go to these places and then you're expecting too much. Like, they are never given like very neat, because if food is greasy and sloppy and all the other stuff, it's never going to be presented to you very nicely unless you have a very beautiful container that's glass and it has very high walls and like everything is separated right. But them kind of little styrofoam things, they never look good.
I 100% agree with you. With that being said, I would still like my shit presented like.
So with my mother look at that shit like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's just, and I'm not calling you bougie, but I'm not even bougie with it. But there's sometimes where you just look at food, it's just like, I'm not eating that.
Okay.
And you don't know if it's good or not. It's just like,
it looks gross. It looks like slop.
It looks like slop. And like, sometimes, and I'm not even a picky either, but there's times where I've seen stuff that was presented to me like shit, and I go, I don't want to eat that.
Okay,
And then
I'm not a prisoner.
also, and this is my nitpick, some of the places I go, because either I get the mac and cheese or the rice, whether it's white or yellow, bland. It's always bland. and and I don't want to put salt and pepper on my fries or rice. I do not like that. But some of the places I go, I don't even finish the sides because the rice be so fucking bland sometimes.
In a lot of places, because black people love. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. I just get so excited to say something. A lot of these places, black people swear up and down. Everybody just knows how to make a good mac and cheese. And you get that mac and cheese, I'm like, bitch, how much flour did you put in here?
The mac and cheese I get is watery.
Yeah, it's either it's watery, or it's bland, or it's al dente to death, and they put some flour in there to do that. Oh shit, what's that? What is it called when you add the flour? It's your friend style, but you do that, and you add some of the cheese sauce and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they don't make it right, and it's horrible. Mm-mm. And I'm sorry, but how many freaking fried chicken, collard greens spots do we need? I need something different, like a Legacy.
Yeah, and also something, and I wonder if he tried the mumbo sauce. I also wondered, and I don't know about you. I don't know if you like mumbo sauce or not. I know
I do
that
not.
You don't. That's fine if you don't. I would say just don't get it from everywhere, because there's some mumbo sauce that just.
See, I know that much, and I know that unfortunately you kind of have to go too far into the ghetto to get the good mumbo sauce.
The good mumbo sauce, yeah, because
the way how some people be talking about some of these carryouts, I'm like, who's going over there?
You know what's funny? The best carryout I've ever been to was in Norfolk.
Oh, really?
Yes, in Norfolk.
But I mean, it doesn't make it. I always tell people, I said Chinese food is Chinese food. Chinese food is not black. Some people swear up and down you gotta be in the hood. No, Chinese food is Chinese food. It depends on how Mr. Lee and them make it right.
You are correct.
Because my favorite, I could talk about it all day. It's in Brooklyn on Avenue D. Way down Avenue D. I can't even think to cross the street. And they make the best rib tips. Oh my God. And pork lo mein and pork fried rice. When I tell you, every time I got it when I was like in middle school and high school,
mm-hmm.
Whew, my aunt and I used to tear that shit up. Oh, just thinking about it, my mouth is watering. They had the best for me.
I heard y'all got some good spots up there in Brooklyn that I've been like dying to like want to try. So.
Yeah. Now Brooklyn, Brooklyn big as hell, so you got hella spots to try.
Big facts.
And that's another thing too. He doesn't even try Caribbean food. Really.
So if that's the case, he didn't try that Jamaican that's right over there by New Carroll Station. I guarantee, because I went to there. The curry chicken was good, but again, like I said, the rice was kind of bland, and I wasn't feeling the rice. So I ended up I felt like I wasted a plate, but the curry chicken was good though. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Keith Lee, start going to better restaurants and just giving a review on those because some of these places I'm tired of hearing you talk about them.
Okay. I want to run into some do you cares right now. The first do you care is, do you care that Sexy Red had to cancel a couple of her concerts?
I sure do not.
You don't care about that.
Cool. I don't care about Sexy Red neither.
I don't either, but I will say this. Once a fad, they call it a fad for a reason. It's here today and it's gone tomorrow. That's how I look at Sexy Red. Like one big old fad. But the next do you care? Have you seen the Sonic 3 trailer?
I have not. People have been talking about it, but I haven't watched it for myself yet.
Okay, I can pop it up right now if you want to watch it.
Oh, perfecto.
All right, hold on, I got you.
Yeah, some people had like comments about it, and I didn't see what they were talking about.
All right, here we go.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like yours, Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no! My turn. Can we just talk about this? He's too powerful. Sonic! I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor. We have visitors. This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
What? Do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it. I need room. Sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat codes! What did you do?
What I had to. Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it? Are you? In the saggy flesh.
It comes out this year?
Yeah.
Wait, when did the second one come out?
The second one came out.
What, 2022?
It seemed like that. Sonic 2.
Yep, 2022.
Yeah, 2022. You're
Oh,
right.
they work hard in these movies.
Yeah, I thought the trailer was very badass. This is a very. It definitely made not Knuckles. It made Shadow look real badass in there. So it looks like it's following a little bit of the game lore. So that's good. I'm saying that.
Yeah. See, I fell off the Sonic wave way back, so I kind of forgot some stuff in some of the lore. So it has me kind of wanting to go back because I didn't see any of the Sonic movies. I just thought they were going to be corny, but people were like, "No, it's actually bad." But I just never got around to it.
I was about to say, I was like, it's corny in a good way. I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's enjoyable. It's just like I didn't cringe at any of things, but but that's I don't know. That's me. I thought it was a good trailer. Um, are you interested in trying them saucy Santana nuggets?
I'm not interested, but I don't eat chicken nuggets. But if
You-
somebody had them, I'll taste them. I'm just not going on my way to buy them.
that's fair. It's funny because I always thought Saucy Santana's head did look like a nugget. So I'm not even trying to be funny. I was like, he dude has a head like a
here and
nugget.
read
So
you
I feel like
down.
it works. I said this is great marketing, but I don't know if I would try them either. I'm not really too fond of Wendy's nuggets like that. So
And then then they had his head floating around like a chicken nugget.
I said I will say this. Shout out to Saucy Santana, the fact that he even uh, was able to get a Wendy's deal to put him on the Nuggets. Do I know if people go to eat them? I don't know. I don't even know if people had that sweetie meal when she did that thing.
She didn't even have a meal. She had stuff that was already in the menu, and they combined.
Well, there you have it. Okay. What is the next thing? Uh, have you heard about the Milwaukee woman sentenced to 11 years for killing her alleged sex trafficker?
I did not.
Okay. A Milwaukee woman who argued she was immune from prosecution because the man she fatally shot was sexually trafficking her was sentenced Monday to 11 years in prison, according to Kenosha County court documents. Crystal Kaiser, who was earlier this year pleaded guilty to reckless homicide in the case, will also serve 5 years parole. Kenosha County District Attorney Michael Gravely told CNN in an email Monday the 11 years is minus 507 days she has already served those awaiting trial. Kaiser shot Randall Vola 34 at his Kenosha, Wisconsin home in 2018. She was 17 years old. Kenosha County Court prosecutor said Kaiser shot Vola in the head, burned his house down, and stole his BMW. The Associated Press reported she initially was charged with multiple counts, including first-degree intentional homicide, arson, car theft, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. So, you have any thoughts about that?
What did she do wrong? Like, why is it when women have to defend themselves, they get punished?
I'm with you on that. I feel like she shouldn't be punished for that, especially if the guy is a sex trafficker. It's like, why does she have to do it? I know, like usually, like D Wolf, you talk about the whole vigilantism and all that other stuff, but I don't see anything wrong she did in here. She was just trying to protect herself. You know, but it kind of shows how the system is with the laws. Sometimes some laws is you just don't feel like some people just don't feel protected in some of these laws, and I don't know. I feel like that, I feel sorry for her. I feel like she shouldn't have to spend jail. I hope they will find some way to like get her out, like they did the last one with that the whole stand your ground law thing. I remember her, but
I mean, if you're being like she's being sex trafficked, and he didn't technically do anything to her, right?
I'm not sure.
It's
I
just that he was sex trafficking her.
Yeah, that's as far as
And
I
in order
know.
for her to get away, she had to shoot him. But it's like, well, what is she supposed to do? And it's like, I get it. Okay, shooting him, potentially killing him, or if he did die, okay, yeah. But what happens if something happens to her? Who's protecting her at that point? And they never have answers. Always, well, she should have sought help. Like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. This sound like one of those Lifetime movie specials that they used to be putting on back in the days. Except, when they usually murder someone, they get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
This time they didn't. So that is. But shoot. Free it, hey man, look, free her. This that's all I really can say. I wish I could have more words, but I feel like all you really can say is I hope they relook. I know she pled guilty, so that's kind of like why she's doing most of this. But I feel like they could have just like dismissed this case. I don't know. But,
Right.
yeah.
They're gonna pin her for the blame somehow.
Any last words before we move on to our final topic?
Nope.
All right. Our last topic. Did you hear about the live action Naruto movie that that might be in the works?
I didn't read the article that I saw about it, but I know that it's out there.
Uh, how you feel about them actually trying to go through with a Naruto live action movie?
I hope they go the route that they did with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Did you enjoy that?
I actually did.
I've never seen it, so I can't give my opinions on it.
Well, not the movie, the series on Netflix.
The series on Netflix? Yeah, I haven't seen it. So
I think it was very good. They did an excellent job casting. They poured money into that, which was very important. So it was very good. But some people have different opinions on that. I feel like it'll be cool to see. Now, I wonder what part of what part of Naruto. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be early Naruto, but is it Shippuden? I'd rather it be Shippuden.
I think it might be early Naruto. I feel like if they're going to do this, they're probably going to do it go the way of Harry Potter. Is like find some kid and have him grow into grow into it, just like they did with Harry Potter. I can see them doing that. But I heard that they was either getting Jonathan Majors or The Rock to play the fourth Raikage. I think that's how you pronounce it. So right there, I kind of laugh. It's like between The Rock and Jonathan Majors.
The Rock in anything. I just anytime The Rock is in a movie, it's corny.
You're not a big fan of Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Not really. Like I feel like the movies he's been in recently, they've been a little cheesy or corny or just like, ugh, please.
I
Oh
can't,
no,
can't disagree. I still haven't seen Black Adam, and I've heard mixed reviews about Black Adam. So, and that's one of the ones he's always wanted to do himself. So, and
I don't know if it's like his body shape, like just too big. Like I don't know. I just look at him. I'm just like no, and then sometimes his voice. I'm like, I'm not a fan.
that is a big mofo. I will say that is
Uh,
definitely there's a big mofo.
and then he does little things. I'm like, that's made for a smaller person. You too big up top. He needs to play in a damn Grecian movie. You need to be tossing around shit. Leave the small body shit to the good looking suave men that are slender. And you stick to throwing frisbees and rocks and buildings and lifting up cars or whatever. See, like he'll be great as the Hulk.
I can see. I was thinking about it. Like, yeah, you make a good Hulk. Mm.
What's the guy that's a bold that turns into like a boulder and
The Thing.
Is it the Thing? No, not
Yeah. You're like a guy that turns into the only person you saying bold. I'm thinking rock. The only person that look like a rock is The Thing. Fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's really
That's very suiting.
that's funny.
The Rock playing the Thing.
Rock playing the Thing. That's funny. That's uh, I would I'm gonna say this. You ever heard the term "there's power in the tongue"?
Of course.
I feel like I cultivated this movie because I remember watching Death Note on Netflix, and that was probably one of the worst movies I fucking saw. And I was a big Death Note fan, and I was like, "Wow, this movie sucks." And I remember complaining, and then I remember saying, "I hope they make a live action Naruto," and they just fuck it all up.
And look at you.
I think I'm getting my wish. So I don't like. I don't know why. When I heard that they're making a live action Naruto movie, I had a huge smile on my face because I said, "Finally, someone gets to suffer as much as I can."
I
So,
just don't like. I hope they condense it, and I hope they do a good job condensing, and I hope they follow the story, and I hope that they don't start putting in their own shit.
I hope he's in high school.
That's
I'm being paid. I'm being
I
paid.
don't have time for third grade, fourth grade Naruto. I really don't have him sitting there being all sad, Sasuke, calling his damn name, trying to be his bestie. I don't feel like watching that. I needed to start at the trials, and I need to see the Lotus. I need to see Lady Tsunade. I need to see them all.
Yeah, I'm losing. So as you can see, I'm going to be the biggest hater. I don't. I will get over it, but you know,
I mean, they've been doing very good because they got a lot of feedback over some of that bullshit movies. That's why the Avatar remake was so good.
Well, Cowboy Bebop was terrible, and I knew that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I did hear One Piece was good though. The live action One Piece was good. So that was like a hit or miss.
And also, like, as I always say, I don't take what anyone says. I take everything what everyone says with a grain of salt. I view things on my own accord, I watch it with my own discrepancy and just judge for myself.
Yeah, I do as well.
Some people just they don't like nothing, and then they're always on a big platform spewing their hate. And you watch it or read it for yourself, you're like, actually, it's not that bad.
Oh man. So, any last words before we get into our final thoughts?
Nope.
All right. I'm going to be the biggest hater because the way they fucked up Death Note. If this all of a sudden becomes good, I would give it its props and good. But right now, I want to be the biggest hater because the way they fucked up my favorite anime, and I don't know if I can get over that. I thought I got over it, and I realized I didn't. So
they're gonna catch you and say, "Well, make your own, then, bro."
Yeah. So, on to the final thoughts. And do you have any final thoughts for us, Xavier?
I say just enjoy your life while it's going right now. Step out the box. Be original. Don't listen to others. Follow the beat of your own drum. Follow your own path. And forgive people, and also reach out to those who have not reached out to you, because sometimes there's a miscommunication. And that's it.
That's it. Okay. Shit. First of all, rest in peace to Mariah Carey's mother and sister. They died.
Oh yes,
that was sad. Um, I hope she grieves well on that because that's sad. Also, I hope T-Boz is doing well too. I know she had like a stomach. There was something wrong with her stomach or some shit like that. But
hear about that?
I
said I didn't hear about that.
Something about abdominal pain. She had like some type of abdominal pain. Excuse me, I can speak. And she had to cancel a concert or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. She had severe abdominal blockage. That's what it was.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I hope she's doing okay. The fact that she's still touring at 54, that's kind of amazing. Anyway, they still look good though. And also, shout out to Jennifer Lopez for getting divorced for the fourth time. I don't want to be petty on it because Jennifer. I like Jennifer Lopez. Obviously, that's her fourth marriage, and I don't know. It kind of makes you think that some people are unmarriable. And here I'm trying to find my first wife. She on her fourth husband. That's it. But I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh man. So on that note, I would like to thank all the panel for coming up on here as usual. I would like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is You Know What? Let me just say podcast, and we are signing out. Peace.
Peace out.